Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
My guest this week is Emma, who's the Customer Services Manager at Gulliver's Land in Milton Keynes. So we'll be finding out all about the attractions that are there. I talk about finding out whether a country is safe. We've got some travel funnies, and of course there's a fair bit of travel news as well. That's all coming up on the John Guinn Travel Show on seclosounds.org. Hello and welcome to the John Guinn Travel Show on seclosounds.org. Travel news this week features a story about a plane that was turned round shortly before landing because somebody made a mess up of the paperwork. And also you can find out which three airlines are upsetting the civil aviation this week. But first, my guest is Emma, who's the Customer Services Manager at Gulliver's Land in Milton Keynes. I spoke to her a few days ago, the day of the eclipse actually, about Gulliver's Land. And to be honest, it worked out perfectly for me because I got to sort of see some of the eclipse because when I was driving back, I could see the sun through the clouds a little bit. I was concentrating on the road, honest, but when I was stuck in traffic, I could look up and see. Got back to my home and it was cloudy and you couldn't see anything. So at least by going to do this interview, I learnt about Gulliver's Land, which I didn't know anything about before. So that's one bonus. And the second bonus was I got to see the eclipse as well, which would never have happened if I just stayed at home. But anyway, I went to see Emma just as they were starting up. So there's a little bit of background noise as the staff show up to work to get ready. But as I say, I've never been before. I'm a little bit over the age range. I've been in my very, 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 very late 30s when it really caters for children up to 13. I don't have any kids. So this was good to me because I could actually see what was past the gates because I could have a look around while I was on my way to see Emma. I'm waffling again, so let's just get on with it. When did Gulliver's Land first open in the UK?
So our first park actually opened in 1979, which is in Matlock, Bath, all that time ago.
Yeah. Now, how many are there now?
There are now 3 across the country. We also have one in Warrington that opened in 1989, and then we came along back in 1999.
So it's been around a while then.
Yeah.
Is there really a Gulliver?
Well, actually, in our Gulliver's Travels ride, you do get to see him being tied down by the Lilliputians.
Okay. So there is really a Gulliver. You've already mentioned when Milton Keynes opened for the first time. What were the first attractions here?
Most of the ones that are here now, I remember seeing it being built because I'm from the local area and it appearing in the newspaper and the roller coasters and the log flume being coming up and it being quite exciting. And they're all here now, and then over the years more and more rides and attractions have been added.
That's good that the originals are still here.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the beginning. Is there a target age range for Milton Keynes, and is it the same for all the parks?
Yeah, it's the same across all the parks. We tend to aim for the ages of 2 to 12. Mm-hmm. So all of our rides are smaller versions of the big rides, so the whole family can get on. So.
I don't think I'll be able to fit, but I was looking at your website and there's something about NERF. What is a NERF?
Okay, have you ever heard of NERF blasters?
I'm very old, no.
No, okay. Basically, they're little blasters that you get these little foam bullets in.
Okay.
And then you can obviously shoot them and they won't hurt because they're foam bullets. Now, we have an arena here over at our farm and dinosaur park. And basically, the children can go through target practice so they can check and see how good their aim is. And then they're sent into the arena and they're given different challenges on different teams and they have to do lots of different things. It's very fun.
Yeah, it does sound it. Sounds a lot safer than throwing stones at each other when I was a kid. I saw on the website you've got a dinosaur farm. What's a dinosaur farm?
Okay, it's the dinosaur farm and farm park. Okay. So we have 2 separate areas. So the dinosaur section does exactly what it says on the tin. We have areas where you can walk around the Jurassic part, so you see all the Jurassic dinosaurs and our Cretaceous crawl. We also have a boat ride where you can go around and see all the Jurassic dinosaurs, and the boat person tells you all about them. You can dig for fossils. There's so many different things, and we've got so many new attractions coming this year as well.
I saw when, back to the website again, you've got a Poo Pavilion. What's a Poo Pavilion?
Right, okay. Poo Pavilion was something we did last year, so we're moving on. Every year we have new attractions, and basically the idea was the hut. You could go in and learn about poo and how interesting it is, and a few different activities to do with that. I wouldn't say it was for everyone, but it was fun.
Yeah, I did something similar when I was in Namibia. I was at an animal sanctuary, and this guide picked up some poo and snapped it in half and stuffed it up my nose.
Oh.
And he said, now you know that black cheetah poo smells like black pudding. I thought, okay, so now I know if I see poo, I want to sniff it, smells like black pudding, I know it's a cheetah.
Oh, you learn something every day.
Yeah, I've not had to use that round Buckinghamshire yet, but you never know. So what else is there to see and do here?
Oh my gosh, there's so many different things because we have so many different parks now. It's more like a resort. We have obviously the Farm and Dinosaur Park. We have our Splash Zone, which is a huge indoor water play area. Just water shoots out of everywhere. It's crazy. And then we've got obviously our Gulliver's Land Park, but we also have a new attraction called Sphere, which is an indoor climbing place. So that's up and coming soon.
So out of the Sphere is too soon to say, but back from the others, which is the most popular one?
They're all pretty popular in their own way because obviously our Splash Zone tends to be really popular when it's rainy because it's an indoor attraction. Obviously everybody loves the theme parks. The Gulliver's Land's busy. I mean, we're due to come up to Easter, so it'll be lots busy then. NERF Zone, obviously, who doesn't want to run around with a blaster shooting everyone? Farm and Dinosaur Park, with the dinosaurs, you get lots of dinosaur fans, so you get lots of people through there. And then obviously the animals. So if you want to hug a bunny or...
I want to hug a bunny.
But yeah, perfect.
What's very important to me, as you can tell from my figure, that food and eating is very important. Is there anywhere to eat here?
Yeah, there's lots of different places to eat. In our Castle Food Hall, everything from a burger bar to a sandwich bar, jacket potatoes, fish and chips, just all of that in there. Also, we have our all-you-can-eat restaurant as well, which is pizza, pasta buffet. So that one's always popular. And you can always get an ice cream whippy around the park as well. I love ice cream, that's my favourite.
When I was a travel agent, I had loads of kids with food allergies. Are they catered for here?
Yeah, there's lots of... the catering staff are brilliant. They can answer the questions for you, even down to the point that we have our chicken nuggets are halal.
Okay.
So there's definitely lots of options for everybody, so everyone should be able to find something to eat somewhere on the park.
I'm hungry now. I wish I had breakfast.
Gary Fitz here, every Monday, 10 o'clock.
Coming up, we've got Eric and Ernie.
Join me here on Seclo Sounds.
In your smile.
It's from 1975, Eric and Ernie were four...
Gary, it's not Eric and Ernie, it's Earl and Ernie, you know, the Cape Brothers, Union Man.
Oh, I see. Gary Fitz here, every Monday, 10 o'clock.
Earl and Ernie.
You're listening to the John Guinn Travel Show on seclosounds.org. Still to come in the show, there's travel news, and also I'll be sharing some travel funnies. Now, to be honest, there are an awful lot of travel agents who post things on travel forums taking the mickey out of their customers, saying, oh, they didn't know this. But they have to remember that, well, if they did know that, they wouldn't need a travel agent in the first place. But so I've put my little filter into these stories because they are pretty daft and they are mainly American travellers, so that kind of makes it okay too, I guess. But anyway, later on the show, a few travel funnies based on things that customers have said to American travel agents. But my guest this week is Emma, Customer Services Manager at Gulliver's Land in Milton Keynes. We're finding out what this attraction park offers visitors. We've already done the basics, found out how many there are around the UK, and we talked about one of the attractions there too, so I found out what a NERF is. See, in my very, 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 very late 30s, I don't know that sort of thing. Although a Poo Pavilion did make me giggle when I wrote the question down. I'm still quite childish at heart. So now we're going to find out a little bit more about what's available at Gulliver's Land in Milton Keynes. You're based in Milton Keynes, but what about pet families who are outside the area? Is there anywhere where they can stay so they can make the most of the time here?
Oh, actually, we do have our camping and caravan park next door. So you can bring along your own tent or your caravan, but also we have little huts that you can hire out.
Okay.
And we had huge safari tents put in last year. They're very cool. So if you want to do a bit more glamping than camping, we have all the options there for you.
Just having a flashback to when I was a scout. It wasn't that glamorous at all. It really wasn't. What are your opening times?
We tend to open from 10:30 till 5 o'clock. Obviously that can change with different things like bank holidays. We tend to open a little bit longer, and obviously our fireworks, which is due at the end of October.
Yeah.
Amazing night if you get to come along. So
We haven't got to cost yet. Is it expensive to visit here?
I don't think so. I think it's actually really good. It's £17 per person, but that's all your rides and attractions on Gulliver's Land included. So if you think we've got over 30 rides and attractions, you know, I think it's a really good price. And we also, a couple of years ago, brought in the family ticket, which is only £64 for 4 people. So actually, I think it's a really good price.
I think so too. My wife's just been in Brighton on business, and her colleague had to spend £70 for 2 nights parking. So that puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
See, our parking's free.
That's handy around here. Do you do a group discount?
We do, for groups of over 20. On different days it can be different. We have off-peak and peak. So, I mean, the best way to find out all the information is at our Gully's hotline. So.
Okay. What about a school trip? You've got the dinosaurs, I guess you can learn things here. Can the schools come along?
Yeah, I mean, our Farm and Dinosaur Park is definitely a more interactive park, so it's more hands-on. So whether they're cooking in the cookery school or learning about dinosaurs, there's just so many different things there, so that's more learning-based. Or if you just want your class to get to meet each other and hang out, I mean, Gulliver's Land's brilliant for making friends and having fun.
Yeah, my school cookery, all I can remember is how to make orange juice. It doesn't do me any good at all. Birthday parties, can you? I mean, it seems an ideal location for birthday parties. Can you have one here?
Oh my gosh, we have so many different birthday parties, from a NERF party to a splash zone party, princesses, pirates, half day, full day. There are so many different options that it's crazy, so definitely.
A full-day birthday party, they must be quite tired by the end of that.
Yeah, you can see that the children are running out of the park all hyper, and then the adults look a little more tired than the children tend to. So.
I wouldn't be able to last the whole day, no way. So do you have any events planned for the rest of this year?
Oh yeah, we've got lots of events coming up. I mean, we have our birthday party in July, so we celebrate the fact that Gulliver's has been around for so long. So we have a big party where Gully Mouse invites his friends. We serve birthday cake, which is always good. Father's Day is coming up in June. All dads getting free, so that's brilliant. Grandparents' weekend in September, they get in free. So, and then all the way up to Halloween in October. Very cool.
What do you dress as?
Last year I was a corpse bride. This year, who knows?
It's a bit scary, that. You've been here since the beginning. I won't remind you how many years that is, but what's your favourite thing here?
Apart from getting to work in a theme park every day, I mean, it's fun. I've been here, I came here as a summer job back in '99, and I never left. It's one of those things, but I mean, on the park, you know, we do get to try out the rides sometimes, you know. We have a pirate ship, and I think that would be my favourite, definitely.
Do you get to talk like pirates?
Sometimes I do.
No, I can never do that. I'm terrible at accents. With the other two parks as well, are they all the same or do they have variations?
They have variations.